Good morning. Chief guest of today's function, Sri Pradipta Mohanty, Chairman CII Odisha State Office. Guest of honor, Sri Sudhir Ranjan Mishra, Head Corporate Affairs, PPL. Sri Manoj Prusti, in absentia, Mr. Prabodh Mohanty, Mr. Kamlakant Mohanty, Mr. Dilip Mishra, and all the dignitaries of the days. When I think of farmer, I am reminded of one of the story of Mahabharata, and that is the dialogue between Arjuna and Dhritarashtra. Dhritarashtra wanted Duryodhana to be the prince elect, and Arjuna was in the favor of Yudhishthira. So the discussion happened, the vicarious responsibility of the state. So once upon a time, all the farmers, they went on a strike that they will not produce whatever they are producing. They told that they will produce that much only which is used by their family members. That news went to the king, and king got disturbed that what will happen to the soldiers who are protecting our borders, who will harvest for them. Farmers told that while they are tilling the earth, by tilling so, they are killing the small creatures. And they are responsible of those killings. So they don't want to take the guilt of killing of those small creatures. And the king told that no, that is not your fault, that is my fault, because you are producing on my behalf. So I take the responsibility of killing of all those small creatures while you do the harvesting or you do the agriculture. And then farmers agreed, and the king has an elaborate policy of what sort of yajna he should do, what sort of austerity measures he should do, so that he is also free from those guilt. The point what I am making here, the farmer doesn't produce for himself. Farmer produce for the nation. So we have a slogan, Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan. And in doing so, there has been a lot of changes in the agriculture. So when we are talking about in farming, when we do harm small creatures, what we can do with the pesticides, how minimum use of pesticides can happen. There has been change in technology also. In the area of fertilizers, we have now nano fertilizers, where the fertilizers is given at a very small quantity to the place where it is required. How the Odisha farmers can take advantage of nano fertilizers. There is a concept of water use efficiency, how much water we are using for harvesting. Water use efficiency is not a new concept, it has been defined many times in a different way, that what volume of biomass you are producing per unit of water, that is one such KPI. The second is what money you are generating with 1 unit of water. We should also measure and capture that in our area. Odisha is blessed with many rivers and water availability is very high, but still water is one such area which is very precious, and we know that how the groundwater is depleting across the world and in India also. In today's time, we are struggling with climate change. So what sort of produce we should have which is climate resistant food? We all know that Government of India is also focusing more on such type of products which don't require much water, like millets. So millet is not only addressing the nutrient part, millet is also addressing the produce which is having less water consumption. You will be surprised to know that air pollution in Delhi, which we talk about, that is because the stubbles or the parali which they burn, is related with the groundwater policy of Punjab. What had happened when the solar power came, that time there was no charge we are paying for the electricity. So electricity was almost free with solar power, so we started taking more and more groundwater. And that also makes us realize that we should not produce such products which are not native. In India today, if the issues are there of air pollution or groundwater depletion, because the states which were not supposed to do those products are produced. Like Punjab should not produce rice. Maharashtra should not produce sugarcane. because these are the areas which are having less water, but they are producing those products for sake of money which are causing the imbalance with the society, imbalance with the ecology. So Odisha should also charter its own plan that what sort of food it should produce which are native to this place and having a balance with economy, money and the local needs. My last part is on after the harvest is done, how we are taking use of agriculture residue. Can it be used more gainfully? Can we convert into some pellets which can be used for biochar? Can we have certain other systems where we have combining agriculture with other products which also takes care of repellents as well as the pest, but at the same time giving more value to the community, to the industry. Since I work in the steel industry, I can tell you the steel industry is also looking for using biochar as a substitute for coal, and biochar can be produced from bamboos. So Odisha has many steel plants. Going forward, if they don't switch to electric arc furnace and continue with blast furnace route, probably the agriculture residue or biochar can be an alternate to those steel plants, and agriculture industry can go hand in hand. Thank you very much.